Hi, my name is Simon and I'm product manager at ClusterLion. Today I will show you a demo of ClusterLion for PowerScale, our switchover automation solution that allows you to switch over seamlessly between two PowerScale clusters. Here you can see our ClusterLion. We have two clusters set up, ClusterLion A and ClusterLion B, that have been connected via SyncIQ replication. The two access zones that exist on both clusters, ClusterLion A and ClusterLion B, have been set up to synchronize into each other. ClusterLion A access zone has SyncIQ policies set up that replicate its data into the ClusterLion A destination access zone. And the same thing for ClusterLion B into the ClusterLion B destination. When you configure ClusterLion for PowerScale, you just have to register your clusters, after which ClusterLion will detect the full configuration and will show you which access zones are ready for switchover. These access zones can be enabled by setting the monitoring mode to active. ClusterLion for PowerScale will synchronize all your configuration data to the other cluster. This includes shares, exports, smart lock data, quotas, and S3 keys and buckets. During the active monitoring mode, all of this data will be synchronized every 10 minutes. During the configuration, you can also set up your network switchover. If you switch over on the access zone level, you can configure ClusterLion to also move over your Smart Connect zone name while fixing your SPNs, so you can access the other side using the same Smart Connect zone name. This is done by mapping IP pools to each other using our interface. In this case, I have one IP pool on the one side and one IP pool on the other side, and I've connected them together using our interface. After this is done, I will see my ClusterLion A under the monitor systems here. When I go into my access zone here, I will see information about the SyncIQ policies that exist in the access zone. I will see information about the storage configuration that was synchronized. So I will see here, for example, that a share was created on the source side, which ClusterLion also created on the target side. Most importantly, I can see my switchover status. The switchover status is a set of checks that we execute periodically that validates all the required configuration that has to be enabled for a switchover to succeed. For example, we check for SPNs if the cluster has permissions to change the SPNs, which is required during a failover. There's many policy checks that are run, also checks related to network pools, DNS, and the access zones. If all of these checks are green, it means that the system is ready for a switchover. To execute a switchover, we click the switchover access zone button. If required, a switchover can also be initiated on the SyncIQ policy level. However, your network will not switch over in that case. To switch over all the network configuration, we initiate a switchover on the access zone level. We can select a final data synchronization to happen, a final configuration synchronization, and we can decide if this is an emergency failover or a normal failover. We proceed with this configuration and initiate the switchover. We can now see the switchover live in action in the switchover history tab. We see here that this switchover has been initiated just now, and it's going to run through all the steps that are part of the switchover. While this is happening, we can investigate the switchover history and see all the steps that are being executed on the access zone level and on the SyncIQ policy level. For example, this policy is executing its switchover in the following manner. As you can see, after just a couple of moments, the switchover has succeeded. Your system is now ready to be used on the other side. ClusterLion allows you to perform the switchover in a very easy manner. As you can see, ClusterLion has performed a successful switchover of all the SyncIQ policy data to the other side, including the network components that are required to access the data on the secondary cluster. Now, a failback can be easily initiated when required. Thank you for watching. If you want to have a personalized demo, please get in contact with us. Thank you.